Hello, and welcome to another edition of 10th Ward TV. My name is Sam Gomez, your host of this episode of Our Neighborhood Television. I am also the general manager of Our Neighborhood Times, the community newspaper of the Southeast Side, where our main goal is to promote the voice of the community. For more information regarding our publication, questions, comments, or feedback, please feel free to contact us at info@ontwnews.com. We can also be found on Facebook at facebook.com/ONTnews. Many new and exciting things have happened since our last show. Our neighborhood has played host to new fests, welcomed new businesses, and has many infrastructure projects currently in the works, which ultimately means more jobs for our residents. We will start the show by going over some of the major business projects and events that have happened over the past few months, as well as discussing what is coming soon. One of the biggest changes that have happened since our last show was the election of our new mayor, Rahm Emanuel. We would first like to congratulate Mayor Emanuel, and we look forward to many more positive changes to the second city. We would also like to congratulate Alderman John A. Pope for winning re-election to a fourth straight term as Alderman of the 10th Ward. Unfortunately, our community remains one of the most underutilized areas in the city, but thanks to Governor Pat Quinn, Mayor Rahm Emanuel, and Alderman Pope, as well as companies like Lucadia, Chicago Clean Energy, AOS, Jam Productions, and McCaffrey Interests, and organizations like the Calumet Area Industrial Commission, I believe we are finally witnessing a turning point with regard to the revitalization of our neighborhood and surrounding area. As always, one of the main focal points of this last election cycle was with regard to job creation and infrastructure needs within the city and state. Governor Quinn, Mayor Emanuel, and Alderman Pope have all touted our community as a place with enormous potential for job creation and business growth, but this time around much has been done at the state level with regard to addressing these concerns. Governor Quinn has visited our neighborhood twice within the past few months. The first visit took place on July 13th, where he signed into law Senate Bill 1533, a bill facilitating construction of a $3 billion plant that would turn coal into natural gas on the site of a former steel mill plant at 115th Street and Burleigh Avenue. His second visit was August 23rd, in which he announced the start of construction on a $146 million project that highlights the state's ongoing efforts to improve infrastructure and create jobs. Other business developments currently under construction or in proposal stages are Asphalt Operating Services facility located on 106th and Torrance. Peninsula Compost Company is currently in negotiations to build a new facility near 122nd and Torrance. Their composting facility located in Wilmington, Delaware, currently diverts 120,000 tons of organic waste annually from landfills in that area. Here to further discuss the boom of business development in our community this past year are 10th Ward Alderman John Pope and the President of the Calumet Area Industrial Commission, Ted Stalnos. Thank you very much, both gentlemen, for attending. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Although we are starting the show off with the business aspects of the community, I'm excited to hear about what's going on. The first thing I'd like to ask, actually, is a question of you, Mr. Pope.
Sure.
Being that we are now in a new city council with a new mayor, I'd like to know, what's it like working with a new mayor for the first time in your political career?
Well, I think it's new for everyone. We've had 22 years of Mayor Daley, and I had a great relationship with the mayor. Mayor Daley thought he did a wonderful job for all of Chicago. So to some degree, we certainly miss him, but times change, and new people come and go. Mayor Emanuel won the election. He's the duly entitled mayor, so we are working fully with him. Unfortunately, it's a tough budget, so he's had a short time to get up and running, but in the short time that he's been in office, the first 100 days, I know he's done much to work on those items that he prioritized during his campaign election. And we've met several times, both prior to the election and after, and he seems very focused, very knowledgeable of the 10th Ward. And I've invited him to come down and do a tour of the ward so that he can get a first-hand feel of what I'm talking about, instead of listening to just me or staff, but actually visiting. And he's been down several times, but he's committed to coming down, and not necessarily for a PR thing, but to see firsthand what is happening, what's not happening. So very focused, very intelligent, very knowledgeable about all the items, and very driven, as he has to be, given our significant budget crisis and the crisis that I think all of the country faces with foreclosures and unemployment.